Okay, so we found our offer and we want to build a campaign around it. Now, there's a couple of ways we can do this. One way is we need to build a campaign. We need to build an offer that is compelling. So you need to create some ad copy. And this has to be something that people are going to read and go, do you know what? I really want one. So what we need to do is we need to come up with a headline. Now, let's think about our target market, the geeks. Basically, they're people that like technology, they like to own the latest technology, and they like to have it before all their friends. Yeah, that gives them geek points, and basically really, is good for them. It's where they get their kicks, basically. So what we need to do is need to come up with a headline. So for this offer here, we'd come up with a headline along the lines of want to be the first of your friends to own an iPad 3. That will get their attention. They are going to know the iPad 3 is going to be out. They're going to be very interested. They possibly own an iPhone, probably a tablet like an iPad or something similar, and they will want to have an iPad 3 before any of their friends. Particularly if we put on for free, then that's really going to get their attention, because they're going to go, right, well, I can get one of these. This is a $600 iPad. How do I do that? So they're going to be very interested. And then we have a sort of call to action. So it'd be something like, click here now to see if you qualify for the iPad 3 testing program. That sort of thing. And that would obviously take people through to our offer, and it will grab their attention, and they'll be very interested, because of course, what's this mean to them? It means, well, I could have an iPad before any of my buddies do, and that's going to make me look super cool, because I'm going to have something none of them have. So, very good to do this. It really is. So I would strongly recommend that we do something like this. It's a very good way of doing it. Okay, so our next challenge is to get this into a format where people can look at it. So we'd create a landing page on a website or somewhere like that, where people can click on this, see this, and go through. So, this here would be our hyperlink. So it'd be, that would link through here to the website there. So you can see that's very simply our link through to our offer. Now, obviously, if we were creating a landing page, we would have a big picture of sort of like this picture over here. We'd maybe use something like that to be a bit mysterious, something like that. Might even put a bigger headline on the top, a really big headline that goes, the iPad 3 is coming soon. There you are. Then we can do, want to be the first of your friends to own an iPad 3 for free? Click here now to see if you qualify for the iPad 3 testing program. Now, it doesn't have to be complex, this. Something just very simple like this is going to entice them. You think about that. If you're really into technology and you saw something like this, then, people who are into technology know the iPad 3 is going to be out soon. Then, it's not a case of if, it's a case of when. And they know it's not too far away. They're expecting it early 2012 at the moment, but that obviously could shift. But they know it's going to come. They know Apple are manufacturing them and preparing for it. So they're going to be very keen to find out more about it. They'll be buzzing as things they read. And if they can get their hands on one, their friends are going to worship the ground they walk upon for being such a techno geek to own an iPad 3. So something very simple like this is all we need to do. Now, the thing is how we're going to promote this. Well, obviously we set up our landing page, but what we can do is we could create a YouTube video. YouTube is very popular. It really is. It's a massive search engine with huge amounts of traffic, and you can find some very popular trends on there. Lots of people very interested in looking for information. Now, you can create a video yourself with something like Windows Movie Maker or the Mac equivalent, or if you want, you can outsource it here on Fiverr. just look for create video. Doesn't have to be a complex video. All it needs to be is something like, you know, like a PowerPoint presentation could do, anything like that. There you are. There's somebody there for $5. You can get an hour's worth of Windows Movie Maker time. So you can give them the information you want on the video. They can put it together for you and send it back to you. And you can put some music over the top, all sorts of things like that for you to really make a good-looking video with something that'll grab people's attention. Now, with the video, you've got to make sure that it's going to grab people's attention. You want it to sort of literally reach out the screen, grab them, and pull them in. It's got to be very relevant to them as well. So, you need to understand your demographic, what they want, what they need, and how you're going to give it to them. You also have to make sure that you give them a reason to take the action you want. Why would they click through? Why do they need to click on your link? What's it going to do it for them? So think about the what's in it for me thing. That's very, very important here, because that's obviously going to influence what they do. So you need to get this video created, because we're then going to upload it onto YouTube. We need to get some really good images on there. We need to get some good words. And, we don't have to go overboard with the words. We just want to make it really, really attention grabbing, interesting, and relevant, so people get it, they look at it and go, yeah, I want to know more. As I said, something like this here that we've done, with a video with some pictures of the iPad 2 and sort of a mysterious picture of an iPad 3. You can even do, I'd create a video where, it said the iPad 3 is coming soon, and we had a picture like this. Then I'd go on to the next, have some mysterious music playing in the background, and then I would go onto the next screen and sort of say, it's going to be full of new features, full of good features. Do a bit of research, find out what's it going to have on it. Something like that, giving them a taster of how good the iPad 3 is going to be. Then I'd move on to the next one, and I'd perhaps have an image of a bunch of people bowing down in front of one person, and maybe Photoshop an iPad into that person's hand, and then I'd put something like, want to be the first of your friends, or I'd even sort of make it a statement rather than the question. So, be the first of your friends to own an iPad 3 for free, and that that'll get their attention. And then you move on to the final frame of the video, which would be the offer. So click here now. Click here now to see if you qualify for the iPad 3 testing team or program, or whatever you want to do, something like that. And it doesn't have to be more than a few minutes long, but it's going to grab people's attention. They're going to see it, they're going to be very interested, and they'll click through. Now, obviously, once you've got this done, you're going to want to know what to do next. So let's move on to the next video, and we'll talk about how you can take this video that you've got created and turn it into cash in your pocket.